What is up, my fellow Koopalings? Yoshi on the go here. This is the Earthfall campaign's Chapter 5 review, Radio Silence. And this is a pretty good one. One that is actually kind of on a somber but very epic tone. Very much akin to a mid-season finale of your favorite action TV show. And we'll get to that in a little bit. The level starts off. Our survivors come across a train yard in the thick forests of Washington State. It's raining slightly, and something is wrong. The air just smells bad, and it's hard to breathe, and something is definitely wrong. Running in and out of these train cars looking for supplies, we soon discover why the trains have stopped. They've been derailed by something. Hopping up through this last cart, we have a couple options. We can travel forward to the abandoned campsite, or we could take a left and go along the train cars. In this playthrough, I decided to descend into the swampy abyss and to see, maybe, just maybe, there's someone still alive.
Check that tent for survivors in here. Jump shot over here, guys.
It isn't long before we find out how the train was derailed.
A meteorite? How many of these are there? Look over there. That bridge is fortified.
Pushing through to the other side, we see this bridge has been fortified. But before we proceed too far, let's go to the left and check this area for supplies. First, we see a room with a 3D printer and a health station, so make sure to flip that circuit breaker immediately. And of course, this will alert a swarm, so be ready for that. But don't worry, there are plenty of supplies and guns.
Scratch that enrager.
A generator needs to be filled with gas in order to power on to open the bridge. So we'll pump that gas and fill it in. Don't forget to check out this shipping container for other supplies. Alright, now we just gotta press the button and hold out.
Blackout spotted.
Crossing the bridge, we come into this little alcove, which is great to explore, but ultimately we'll need to head to the left. Oh my gosh. Ah! Heading left, we jump down off-road a little bit, see this car that's fallen off the highway, as well as another abandoned tent with melee weapons and other supplies. We're then able to take this switchback trail back to the highway, where we come across a crossroads of sorts. We can choose to stay on the highway by taking a right, going all the way through.
Shove this car out of the way and we'll take the trail.
Or you can journey on forward to the forest just off-road the highway to explore and discover any potential loot opportunities, which there are actually a couple, so I definitely recommend it.
Hello. We're here to help.
At the end of the road, we come across this truck filled with loot, supplies, and guns. Definitely want to stock up on all that goodness, because in order to proceed, we need to push this car off the highway and jump down to follow it. Usually a boss spawns here, but in this playthrough for some reason it didn't. I don't know. It's getting dark as we enter this lush and deep forest. But, wait, what is that? There's a light on the other side of the ravine. Could people still be alive? Man, I sure hope so. Let's go check it out.
Check that tent for survivors and gear.
This music just strikes all the right tones as we explore all of these abandoned
Fire
campsites.
axe over here.
Before proceeding, you definitely want to check out this tunnel, and I'll leave it up to you to discover what it is. Well, with no signs of life, the only thing we can do is trudge forward in this marsh, dominated by cattails and reeds. But there is some level of hope. There's the Earthfall logo spray-painted on the back of the cliffside. All we have to do is lift up the gate to climb the ladder. Back on top of the railroads, we discover the source of the stank and the musty thickness of the air. These cocoon pods that are just everywhere.
We have to fight back.
Ladies and gentlemen, reload your weapons. It's time to go cocoon poppin'.
That one's down. Took it out.
So here's a fantastic detail I didn't notice before, but there are actually undeveloped bodies of the aliens that are inside these cocoons. Really cool detail there. Don't forget to heal up before you activate the rail car, which will spawn. Alright, so we've made it to the end of the railroad, and we've come across this fortress of shipping containers, and boy, I tell you, this is going to be epic. So, of course, this is much easier to set up things in co-op with other players. Make sure you set up some barricades, fortify them with propane tanks, and check all of the shipping containers for loot so you can become familiar with where certain weapons, grenades, and health items spawn. To trigger the holdout, you light these fireworks, which gets the attention of a helicopter pilot, shoot a bunch of aliens, and hopefully escape.
Back to refuge and debrief. My God.
So what do I think about radio silence? Radio silence is excellent. It's very fun, it's very exciting, it's very different, and man, that finale though. Radio silence provides the player with a handful of mini mysteries that are later solved just by exploring. The derailed train, all these empty campsites, where did all these people go? Are there other people out there, or are we it? I really appreciate the linearity of this level following the train tracks and the highway, but also the brief moments where we leave to go off-roading and exploring the great wilderness of Washington State. The music is great, the atmosphere is excellent, plenty of loot to find, and a handful of mysteries solved make this definitely the best level of the bunch so far. Sunnyvale is still probably my favorite, but this one is totally the best. So is there anything that I don't like about it? Not really. I mean, jumping was a little wonky when it first came out. There's a lot of jumping in this level, but that's since been fixed. So yeah, it's just really, really solid. And I give Radio Silence a rating of excellent. It's just really good.
Look over there. That bridge is fortified.